What's up nakamas? Welcome back to the channel. For today, we're gonna be playing Katakuri with OP10 updates. So I wanted to share with you guys my latest list, and yeah, I think it's a fun deck. So Katakuri is quite an old leader, and if you have played with Katakuri way back, the gameplay and the style is pretty much the same. So I won't delve into the details on how to play the deck, but instead I'll show you some gameplays on how I pilot this deck. The changes are, we are now playing 3 copies of the 6 cost Nico Robin from OP9. If an opponent has 3 or more life cards, then we trash up to 1 of the top cards of your opponent's life. So this is actually very good because in the early turns, what we do is that we fill up and try to search for our 10 cost Big Mom with our searchers. And usually, we want our opponent to stay at 4 life because we have Gedatsu. And the addition of Nico Robin will allow us to play into that style. And with the recent addition of OP10, we have a similar effect, very strong 8 cost Kid. So the on-play of this is that you may rest this character and we trash up to 1 card from the top of our opponent's life cards. And at the end of our turn, if our opponent has 2 or less life, we draw a card and we discard a card. So it's a very good loot effect. And another addition from OP10 is that I'm playing 1 copy of this Damned Punk Electromagnetic Cannon, a 4 cost effect with a very nice trigger to draw 2 cards and 1 discard. And the main effect of this is to look at 1 card from the top of either ours or our opponent's life cards, and we may put it at the top or bottom. Then we get to KO a cost 5 or less character. Pretty much the deck list is still the same, so we are playing a lot of triggers. So this deck is actually very strong in terms of like triggers, and Nami will care about discarding a character with triggers. So yeah, this is the current deck list. I'll put the deck list in the description so that you can copy and play it in your simulator. And without further ado, let's see this deck in action. Okay, for our first game of the day, we are playing against Shanks. So I think Shanks is still pretty strong in the meta. So let's play against this leader. So we are starting off with a Purin, and we got our 10 cost Linlin, which is very nice. So leader effect, and we got a kid on top, so we want to draw that kid. So let's take this attack. So 5 costs, so double check here. I wanted to double check if this comes back as tapped, as rested I mean, but yeah, it doesn't come rested, so there's no point of casting Gedatsu to destroy it because we can't attack it anyways when it comes back. So what I did here is that I just went with a more aggressive turn instead of Gedatsuing that ace. So we just drop a Persopero here with 2 attacks to at least get rid of cards from our opponent. So now we got our Nico Robin. And a 9k attack, we still need to take this. So now we got 2 Nico Robins, so really nice. So let's destroy this and give this minus 2000 and attack it for 7. So we got a Nami here revealed. Let's put that on top. And now, since our opponent didn't use the leader effect yet, let's attack with 2 6Ks. And let them discard some cards. So really here, really nice. Killing our Gedatsu and giving minus 2000 to our Persopero. So too bad we whiffed there. So now we have an option of putting Kid or Robin here, or Charlotte Linlin, but I opted to drop Nico Robin since our opponent was still on 4 life. And I wanted to go in a more aggressive turn here. So let's just attack for 7 here. So next turn we can drop a kid and in the following turn drop a Linlin. So Shanks here, pretty cool card, giving -1000 to all of our units. So let's save that Persopero, and now since our opponent attacked it, so pretty cool. We got another 10 cost Linlin here. Let's drop that. We can just attack for 5, get a card, and on the next turn we can drop another Linlin to reduce our opponent's life to 0, then attack with an 11k Linlin. I believe our opponent will not have any counters left for that. But to be safe, if he drops another 10 cost here, then yeah, we will be in a pretty good situation. But our opponent didn't drop, so yeah, we can just take that, and yeah, hopefully drop this and attack for 11k. So our opponent was able to save that. And now we can just, since we are at 2 life, we can save that. Even if our opponent had a 10 cost Shanks there, we're still gonna win. Okay, so for the second game, we are against Usopp, which is a meta character, a meta leader. So let's play this. So pretty cool. Start here with a Leo to draw 2 cards. By the way, I think for the next month, I would also be practicing Usopp, because I wanted to play Usopp for at least for the next flagship that I got. So expect some Usopp gameplays in the future days. So leader effect here, revealing a Persopero. So we got rid of the blocker and we can just attack here. So if you're playing against Usopp, take note of the leader effect that they can draw extra cards if they lose characters and if their hand size is 5 or less. So you can always pretty much be attentive on how much number of cards they have in their hand. So I discarded a Linlin here because it's still very early on the game. So we are casting the new card here, getting rid of that blocker. Then attacking for 6. So what I usually do, I just don't get rid of the early cards from this deck. So pretty strong turn here. The Rebecca Kiros combo is something that's really good, and I'm excited to play. So we are attacking the Sabo here because that protects their other characters, and just opted to play Kikunojo and Persopero for a stronger next turn. So Zoro here, pretty nice, getting rid of our Persopero, but we got Linlin though. Okay, opponent dropping a blocker, but it's okay. We have 3 cards in our hand, Kid and Linlin, that will get rid of life directly. So even if our opponent has blockers, it's still okay for us. So let's get rid of 1 life and attack for 8k, get rid of a blocker. And the end of turn effect here, drawing us a Persopero, but we discarded the same card. So Kiros here, returning our Kid and thinking if they will attack Kikunojo, and they did. So for me, I'll just I got rid of that counter because I'm not able to like block a 7k Zoro anyways. So let's stack for 10, for 5, and drop a Linlin here. So as long as we are able to defend, which we have a pretty strong counter hand. So let's just defend this. And blue-black doesn't have haste that will attack our leader directly. So as long as we are able to counter that way, then yeah, we will win. So that's it for the gameplay. I hope you learned something, and hopefully you get to try this deck out and give Katakuri another chance, although it's not a meta leader anymore. If you are still watching up to this point, then you're not just a nakama, but a super nakama. And thank you very much for the continued support. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe so that you will be notified for future One Piece videos and future giveaways. So yeah, have a wonderful day everyone, and see you in the next video.